Eu berrei.
Hello? Hello. Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. You're very welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. And, the week keeps giving. We seem to have no online services at the moment. But you don't worry about that, lads. I have a cunning plan, you see. Yes, we'll fly at night time with JoinFS. And I was about to get my keyboard, and then I realised, I'd be ages hobbling over there and then hobbling back again. Do you know? So when there's a will, there's a way, and we have a way. So JoinFS for the win for the moment, and we'll see how that goes. Do you know? So I hope you're all having a very pleasant Tuesday. Our flight tonight, we're back in the good old classic Douglas DC-6 by PMDG. DC-6, of course, a four-engined airliner, propliner, and it was first introduced back in 1946. It became one of the most reliable and enduring aircraft of its time. Known for its long-range capabilities, robust design, the DC-6, it was used both in commercial and military applications. Pan Am used these things for transatlantic flights, and the Air Force operated them under the name the C-118 Liftmaster. Our flight tonight will take us to the heart of the Midwest. We're starting over here in Detroit, Kilo Delta Tango Whiskey. We're going to be making stops over at Grand Rapids Airport, Kilo Golf Romeo Rovio, and then out to Kalamazoo, Kilo Alpha Zulu Oscar, before reaching Chicago and a full stop landing scheduled in O'Hare, Kilo Oscar Romeo Delta.
Hello there.
I'm looking forward to this because I'm actually going to Chicago O'Hare tomorrow week. It should be grand, we hope. Do you know what I mean? So we're told they're working on it, so let's give it a few minutes. Let's see if the servers come back online. As I said, we have JoinFS there if we're in bother, right? And yeah, we'd be grand, lads. We'd be grand. Update on my spine, it's still killing me. And I took one of my Valiums last night. Forget it, like. See, I thought I slept like a baby. Mr. Two-Tone said I was like an Aegis for the whole night. I kept waking up talking. Things, duh. Or words to that effect. I was having a full-blown conversation with myself. I can't remember a word of it. I was dreaming that I was flying. As you do. We all have those dreams. Sometimes you have dreams that you fall. Do you ever... Right, do you know? Dream readers. Isn't that a thing? Didn't someone used to be a dream reader? My grandmother, Vera, she was able to read your dreams. Granted, they all had the same outcome. Do you know? You need to study harder and eat your greens. But effectively, she was able to read them. Do you know? So anyway, who's here? Who's rambled in on this Tuesday evening? We have Spitfire RAF 100. Good to see him, my guy. Sean Dale is here. According to Microsoft, they are currently investigating an outage affecting online services in Microsoft Flight Simulator for PC users who own the sim through the Microsoft Store. Yes, there's an issue. Something's after breaking. They're after pulling a plug. It's like that scene out of Airplane, but they're on it, lads. And it's always a thing to remember as well. The community management team, community moderators, Chewy, CD, Jane, and all the guys. Well, they've no impact in terms of they can't fix it themselves. Their job is to take the information from us and pass it through to the developer team. So always just bear that in mind because it can be frustrating. I mean, we're all like, for God's sake, but like, don't take it out on them. That'd be like, shouting at the wind. Right? I mean, what's the point? Do you know what I mean? So, well, hats off to our community managers who look after everything within the sphere, if you like, of Microsoft Flight Sim. And they'll just pass the information on and, well, fingers crossed, they figure out what it is and they can fix it. It's interesting it's only on the Microsoft Store, though. Do you know what I mean? And I've tried other things here. I've tried loading in the map enhancements to see can I even transmit other data in. And no, not working at all. But JoinFS is working, and the logs 2 is the password there. So let's see what we can do, lads. Let's see what we can do. So who else rambled in here? It's kind of, do you know what I mean? Super Ty, don't go turning off course again, he says. I wouldn't be doing like the chase of the flight last night. Do you ever see the likes of it? Anyway, there's stuff happening over there. Lee Dixon, good to see you. Muse Fan rambles in. Happy Tuesday, man. Viper Strikers in the chat. He says, good afternoon, Murph and Fireflies. Currently doing a duty schedule. Back into the top tree. Come on yourself. Airlock Doc is here. He says, evening. Let's pour one out for poor B. Ravo. He flew valiantly up until the jitter end. Did your Bravo, is it gone, Airlock? How long did you have that for? Baldric de Dong is here, good to see you. Led Ballooner, you're very welcome in. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce and wolfy, very happy Tuesday. Razor Cab, it's good to see you, man. Hope you're well. Trits4 is here. Hey, Trits. Now, 65 streams in a row, Spitfire RAF 100. 65! What a legit. Right, that's insane support. Now let me see. Shigus, you're very welcome in. Who else is here now? P.S. Mirandai. Hello there. Trit says, hope the back is feeling much better. Backache. It's not nice. It's my shoulder pain is gone. It's going the right direction, but my lower back is shagged. It'll be grand. We'll figure it out. I'm on silly tablets, so, you know. Toto's in the house. Good to see you. TJ Turner is here. Welcome aboard, man. Who else? Dougal McTavish, the chairman, has rambled in. Good evening, Dougal. Hope you're well. You may notice I never made mention of footwear of any description, says Trits4. Trits, what do you wear as footwear? Please say Crocs. Prime TMP is in the house. Good to see you, man. Now, Hemmingbird. Hello. She rambles in saying, and two Irishmen are walking through the woods and they see a sign saying 3 fellers wanted. One turns to the other and says, what's a shame there's only 2 of us. That's a shame. What's a shame? Hang on, what? Hang on now, I'm lost. Oh wait, 3 fellers wanted. Brilliant! 3 fellers. And there's 2 of them. Yeah, I got there eventually, Hemmingbird. That was very good. Shuffles in. Good to see you, John. Let me see. Rapaptor. Hey, man. He says, I really need to get flight sim. Would love to go flying with us. Oh, dude, you'd be more than welcome. You'll be more than welcome. Lee Dixon, 25 streams in a row. Awesome stuff, man. Mr. Skoo is here. He says, my airplane engine repair kit is ready. It'll be grand. Wait, what's this? Full-time Murph? No, Jesus, no. Could you imagine? Great to see you out, Barley. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Hope all is well. Let me see now. Buttons here. There's all sorts of buttons. Nutty Slack, good to see you. RDX Axo, hello, my dude. SK Sun is here. Lock and Load, a very good evening. Hope all is well. Yeah, the servers are down at the moment. We'll see what happens. Now, Adam Controls. I didn't know there was a group flight tonight. I'm already halfway over the Atlantic while watching Friday's VOD. You'll catch up, Adam. Don't worry about it at all. It'll be grand. Because, Jesus, we've won on Saturday then as well. It'll be grand. Do you know, where's this now? I'm downloading something that Dougal just put up. And if Dougal put the week keeps giving. We seem to have no online services at the moment. I need to show you that scene, but hang on, how do we do this? On Join the Fest, basically, lads, my plane is absolutely lepping around the place. Lepping, it looks hilarious. You couldn't see it, you have to take my word for it. It looks brilliant. Dougal, you legend. But yes, now where are we at? Dibby, good to see you, Dibby. Bell Bro is in the house. He says, been ages since I flew the DC-6. Stupid me. It's such a great and fun plane. Now, if I can just remember how to fly it. We'll do the whole thing here now in a moment. Lee McKeela Mike, good to see you. The worst is when you dream you're falling and jolt awake with your heart racing. Right? Brilliant. Soaring AJH, man. Hope all is well. Abby is in the house. Good to see you. Turd Ferguson is here. Let me see now. RDX, Irish. Yes, indeed. The Irish invented everything. Even me. Now, Tin Man. Hey, good to see you, Tin Man. DC-6 went through the Mac Loop last week. Really? That's awesome. Sun Jammers in the house. Wayland Jutani, good evening. Eamon 1973 is here. Welcome aboard. Wombat49, 28
Hello
months.
there.
Thank you very, very much indeed for all the support. My dude, the absolute ledge. That's insane support. Tarnish Mossman says, what time do you call this? Ever so slightly late. It's grand, we have good reason. But yes, Englewood Online, good to see you. Now, Bravo is dead 3 years, 4 months, so not too bad on a per hour basis. Indeed, Airlock. 3 fellers. I got it now, Hemmenberg. Yeah, very slow to the race. You'd have to get up later in the morning to catch me. Kanzui, good to see you, man. That's a big no. Trit says, sorry, Murph, that's a big no. You don't wear Crocs? Ah, Jesus. Low Tech, it's good to see you. One man. Welcome in. It took you a bit, but you got there in the end. Savaris, right? You know, it's brilliant, lads. You know, I said, don't look, Ethel, but it's too late. She'd already been licensed. Wait, what? Welcome in. You got the TTM Croc merch. Did you see that on Discord earlier? Oh, deadly. Classic 2004 says, hello from Phoenix, Murph. Hello from Tipperary. I hope you're well. Many thanks for joining us. Sterling is in the chat. Good to see you. Will a DC-3 be okay? It shall. Yes, absolutely. Lock and Load says, I ordered Crocs last night in supporting Murph. Every time you wear Crocs, a Murphy gets its wings. Brilliant. See you later. Good to see you, man. Now, click, scan, join FS, and the thingy just disappeared. That's never good. This is a very long route. No, it's not. Flying Teapot, good to see you. I blame it on the volume. Yes. Do, Hemmingbird. Right? Now, to everyone over on YouTube, good evening. Neil Streeter is here. Welcome in. Mrs. TPHI17. Very happy Tuesday. Mal Walsh. Norbert. Great to see you. Hope you're all keeping well. And now, where's the buttons over here? Virtual Flight Diaries is also here over on YouTube. And, well, lads, a very, very good evening and welcome in. There's a restricted movement, Murph. An RMM, if you will, and because I hurt me back the other day, because I'm in Egypt, but we're getting there. Adam says, that reminds me, I'll be down your neck of the woods the August bank holiday weekend, wedding in Thurles, and day 2 in a place called Holy Cross. Oh, Jesus, Adam, bring the old, do you know, what are they called? The rosary beads, right? Yeah, that's not far from me. Give us a shout when you're down the neck of the woods, do you know? And, we can get a chipper and a couple of pints, right? Did you heard of carrying the new kitchen? No, I didn't. Not if I did, now that'd be a worthy cause. Do you know, a worthy cause? And I'm telling you, you don't know how close it was, lads. This becoming just a stream about me bashing keys on a keyboard. I'm telling you, that's how close it came to. But we'll see what happens here now with the server. So I'm going to do a transition. That's the sound of it. And we'll ramble over here as I back up like an articulated truck with a bad driver. And we'll turn this gadget around. And right, so first things first, let's see what happens, right? To try and fix the issue, if you go into your general options, go to data, and then go in here to your online functionality, right? We'll turn it off and then hit apply and save. Should take a few moments to think about life. And in a moment, once the screen comes back to where it is, well, we'll turn it back on again and see what happens. Because usually something like this, they can, you know, it happened all of a sudden. And, you know, it went from working fine to not working fine. Something like this, if it affects so many people, it should be relatively quick to fix. If it was something that slowly got in there, well then, yeah, they have a problem looking back. So let's just see what happens. You know, it might come back alive. I've a web page over here from Microsoft seeing what the crack is as well. So let's see what happens, lads, right? Let's see what happens. But as the screen is loading, let's have a now look at Navigraph. And here we are with Navigraph charts. This thing got an update today with their new weather layers. So, for example, if we wanted to have a look at the weather, now the chart I'm using, this is looking at the US sectional charts, the FAA sectional charts, right? So we can turn this on or off. I mean, that's entirely up to us, right? Where's it now? We can do all this sort of stuff, but I like using the sectional charts. But what we want to do, we want to have a look at the weather, right? And if we have a look at the weather, well, we can look at the layers. Look, we can include now additional weather layers, which is really, really handy. See this? We can do up to 3 at a time. So if you wanted to, you can have the radar on, right? Turbulence on. And if you wanted, you can throw on the wind barbs. And if you hit play to that, you're getting 3 key pieces of weather information into your simulator. This is really, really good. Prior to this update, you're only getting the 1. Now their system is able to overlay 3 different types of weather at the same time. It's a brand new update by Navigraph, free, of course, to anyone who's already subscribed to their service. It's pretty cool though, right? It's pretty cool. So I'm liking this. It's up to you what way you want to kind of throw stuff on, but like when I'm going for weather, turbulence not so much, depends, right? But it's usually the weather, radar, wind barbs, and maybe pressure. It's giving me an idea where high and low pressure is and all that sort of jazz, yeah? So that's the weather. Great update, and many thanks to Navigraph. So our flight plan today, we're going to be blasting off out of Detroit here in Michigan. We're coming out of Detroit Metro. And it's a jaunt across. One of the lads out of the job was over this neck of the woods a week or 2 ago, and he said it was absolutely stunning. So we're heading over to Grand Rapids, and this is like the craft beer capital of America, so they say, right? And makes sense. So from there, we're going to head down to Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo is a place only I know it because of Colonel Fork, and he's told me all about the Kalamazoo airport and the museum that they have there. They seem to have a beautiful museum, World War II aircraft museum there, amongst other things. So from Kalamazoo, then we're going to head out all the way over Lake Michigan until we arrive into Chicago. And we're going to be doing a landing into O'Hare Airport. Now this O'Hare Airport, it's friggin' massive, this one, right? The Air Zoo, that's the one, D&H. Good to see you, man. I'm going flying here, well, I'm going to land here tomorrow week. from Shannon. And I've never been in Chicago before, and I'm looking forward to it. So I said to myself, do you know, we'll do the recce tonight on the digital version, and we'll see how all that kind of fares out, right? So moving across, let's see if that did the ticket, and we'll go back here, back into our menu, and well, I can use the gadget. We don't have live weather, and I don't think the ground textures came alive yet either. Oh, they didn't. Okay, so the sim is still being the sim. Nothing we can do, but we do have a couple of aircraft around the area, and I've scenery here being powered by INI bills for Detroit because it is absolutely friggin' insane. And the aircraft we can see are Join FS aircraft. As I said, we have the Prime says Join FS not working for you, really? As you can see from the ground textures now, I'm also running the map enhancement mod, so I'm actually surprised it didn't work. Because it's no longer relying on you know, it's not relying on what the sim is giving it. Yeah. So if I even go to Bing Maps and start, don't mind the warning, it's not actually loading stuff. So I thought that was strange. So wherever the connection is, this is actually giving me a bit of an idea because the sim has to request the information and that goes to somewhere. It's working for Dougal, is it? Why isn't this working for me? What have I done wrong? This is what? How is that working for Dougal? Unless of course we move far away. I think it's only working for Steam users. Yeah, so the sim is working for Steam users, but this doesn't seem to be loading in any textures. No, Murph, Join FS is working. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, so what this appears to be doing, the sim needs to call the request for online satellite imagery, and because, well, it's down, it can't even call it. This acts as a little kind of signpost. Instead of saying turn left, turn right and go grab it from here. So we're just waiting on the sim to kind of recover. If it does, great. If it doesn't, I'm not overly worried because, well, we're gonna fly at nighttime, friends, and this should be the ticket. So we can't use live weather. That's broken as well. We're gonna bring the time back here, lads, to 0500 local. All right, and because it shouldn't really matter about the ground textures at this stage. Kozaki says server's working fine here in the States and Steam. Nice. Also, Kozaki Flyer, a very happy birthday to you, my dude. I hope you're well. Now, there's another thing I want to have a look at here because I only grabbed it today. I went over to SoFly and I bought a thing, and I want to test it out. It's a live test. So there's a new gadget we can use here, and it's this Soundscapes. Ooh. And this is from SoFly, and it's all about adding new sounds in, right? So everything's on full whack. So let's see what the thing can do, right? Wait now, can I pop this in here or somewhere? I can. GSX, Miltech, what's over here? Let's see, can we add one? And we're going to say SoFly. No, we're going to say Eco. Eco say, here we go. Drop you in there and go. And we will disable the default toolbar, and this should give us the menu, which it does. Grand. So with this new toolbar, I'm expecting great things, because if we move away from the airport, we should start hearing new sounds, shouldn't we? So we've Join FS sounds in the background. Let's go out here a bit. Jesus, the noise of the DC-6. Let's have a listen. There's nothing yet, is there? Not only you tell the pilot how to fly the plane, but if he isn't doing it properly, you can tell him. Not hearing anything new now, to be honest. Right, let's just see what it all does in a while, right? That's the handiest. Right, we're back to me playing. Server seemed to be okay for me in Germany, and I used the store versions as Wayland. Really? Let's give it a moment. But what I'm expecting is... Jesus, the scenery's taking a while to load here. Once we start seeing other multiplayer aircraft on Microsoft servers, we should be a little bit better. We should be a little bit better. What's that now blocking the window? Is that my door open? It is? It is. Right, okay. Right, so welcome to the DC-6, friends, and we're going to start getting this machine up and running. So we're going to come down here to our tablet, and we can see we have the ground power already on, and we have all our doors open, so that's grand. We're going to put on some internal lights, but before we can do that, well, we need to get some electricity into the aircraft. So up onto the overhead, and we can see that we have our electrical panel. So we have battery and ground power on, Have I sounds in the airplane? Why even no airplane sounds? Ah, Jesus, lads, are we going to have a night of this again? I always love to see the DC-6. It's really, really good. Server seems to be okay. Yeah, we have no sounds on the plane, though. This is interesting. I've no aircraft sounds. What is happening, Sim? Options. Sounds. Headphone simulation, no. Music off. Other aircraft, keep them low. Where are we at now? Which server? Southeast Asian, but nothing seems to be working at the moment. 89. Have I no sim sounds? 89. I've no simulator sounds. You hear that? Well, that's not good. Ah, Jesus. What if you turn this off? Right. Does that mean then... I've noticed... I don't think I've actual sounds working. Hang on a second. Jesus, did you ever get such a pain? Hold on for a minute. Shh, pished. Calm the whole thing down now for a second, right? How is Join Fest still working? Right, now. Hear yourself think. Switches. Ah, jeez. We've no sounds working at all. This is where now patience starts going fierce thin. So we're just going to nuke this in. Microsoft Flight Sim says I've no internet yet. Here I am. Yeah, it's really weird. I've no sim sounds all of a sudden. How strange is that? I wonder if that SoFly thing break it. Let's see what happens. Did you mute something when playing Dougal's video? Negative. Different PC. Right, we'll try it all again here now, lads. And let me see. Is there any update from Microsoft yet? Let's have a gawk. Let's have a look. It's still orange light saying that there are partial outages. Okay. That's interesting. The SoFly thing doesn't play nice with the DC-6, it looks like. Interesting. And if I still don't have sounds, I'll have to remove the gadget. You know what I mean? All servers still off. Yeah. Failing that, X-Plane is going to get booted up here now before it even knows what's going to happen. But it's only affecting some folks. Do you know what I mean? So we shall see what happens. If I open up this little map fella now, let's have a look. Windows error. Jesus, we're getting errors all over the place, lads. Map enhancement mod. Oh, no, we shouldn't need... look, the servers are... Online services are unreachable. Oh, well. Right, we'll load back in. Once I have sounds, we can fly. If I've no sounds, it'll be real messy. Two Dogs is here. Good to see you. Mr. Anderson says, always love to see and hear the old radial engine aircraft thundering. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Ultra Kid Bro, welcome in, man. Yeah, servers, it is what it is. Do you know what's interesting as well, in fact, right? When you have an issue loading, now would be the time, you know, just as the sim starts loading, you can actually pull the Ethernet cable or disconnect the adapter. This thing loads like rocket speed. Rocket speed. Do you know what I mean? So, the fact that it can't reach online services, it's still trying to ping it, which is weird. Do you know what I mean? And like, I'm so jealous because like, well, other folks are able to use the sim and I can't. It's like, why? How can they do that and me can't? I'm at Dublin and it's cat, says Cy Murray. Right. But let's see let's see what happens now. We'll try and start back in. And rule number 1, Murphy, never try a new add-on on a live stream before testing. You've learned the hard way, lads. That was loud. Let's see what happens though. Hey, Alison Johnson is here. You're very welcomed in. Ali, God almighty, 44 months at a tier 3. Thank you very, very much indeed, Ali. I hope you're well. Hope you had a great weekend. And it's great to see you. The great Hadoken is here. Welcome in. I'll have to make my own... I'll have to make my own playing sound effects. Or I'm going to get the keyboard out. It's one or the other. I'll need someone to carry the keyboard. Therefore, I'd have to ask Mr. Two-Tone terribly nicely, would you get the keyboard for me? And then we'll all go our separate ways, never come back, and have fond memories of how things used to be. You know, where did Murph go? Who? No, he turned weird. Much weirder, you know. But yes. Now, stand by for Murph. Murph, just fire up your sneaky copy of Flight Sim 2024. We're not allowed to do that. I wish. There's no way to give that to me yet. Hi from Derry. The sim is all good here. Steam version. Shigas. Nice one. Online services are still foobarred. Yes, they are. I've considered. I wonder, like, how much is the sim to buy on Steam? I don't want to go down that road. I really don't. Do you know what I mean? Michael Winslow airplane sounds. It'd be grand, right? What do we want? Airplane noises. When do we want them? Meow. Right? That's not an original joke. But, well, technically the Irish did invent jokes. But yeah, our route tonight, once we do get into the sim and all goes well, it'll be grand. Goblin says, I can fly FSX Steam. Jesus, could you imagine if we jumped into Flight Sim X? Wouldn't that be just hilarious? None of the hardware would work the way it should. Well, I wouldn't think it would. You know what I mean? But sure, listen, we'll see what happens, right? It's good to see, though, like, this happens to all of us. Just like me. I've sim sounds back. That's good. Huzzah. And, right, where were we? We're over in Detroit. Thanks, Microsoft, for telling me what's happening that we already know. And we'll go over here, yes. And we'll go over there, yes. And we'll do one of them and one of these. Right, let's see what happens now, friends. And what we'll do, I'll get the aircraft up and running, taxi out, and then we'll, you know, mess around. Murph, make your own sounds with your keyboard. I was thinking of it, you know. What do we want? Plane noises. When do we want them now? Clarkson's foghorn noises. Yeah. I'm raging because I wanted to see the scenery here. It's like a total Murphy's Law, isn't it? Let's explore somewhere you haven't properly flown to look at the beautiful things. Flight Sim 24. Some of you are still running that old thing. Wait till you get Flight Sim 2040. Running an Unreal 8. Oh, we've sounds. Right, now. Verify your sounds. Oh, beautiful sounds, right? Beautiful! Right, lads. Now, allow myself to do the thing with the yoke. So, make it nighttime. What do we call it? 0500? Yes. 0500, and we'll give ourselves a little bit of leisure because, well, live weather's not working. Now, right, all is well in the round. Go down to my little tablet and let's start talking about what in the name of Jesus we're going to do with the thing. So up to the overhead. We want some electricity, please. Turn me back. Right, now we've power. Brilliant. Get some lights on. Brighten it all up here now. Let me see. Entrance lights on, yes. Position lights steady. Beacon light on. And come back down here and just use a little shortcut and go put on my floodlights. Now we should be able to see what's happening. All right. So aircraft currently, well, everything's off. So we're going to remove the control lock. Press that little button down there. And now we can move our controls around, which is absolutely fantastic, right? So we continue on with the overhead. We can do some lights on up here. You have so many options here when it comes to your aircraft lighting. It's incredible, right? Radio backlighting, bring that up. Cockpit temperature, leave that alone. Cockpit floodlight, yes. Over this side of the fence, that's all looking good. All right, so is there anything up here I can mess with? No. Toward the back of the aircraft, I want to make sure that we've no circuit breakers after getting blasted out of it. So turn my little spotlight. Everything's, oh, they're down. So they're supposed to be down. That's okay. Fly across here. Everything here looks good. Everything there looks good. These are all, most of these are modeled, by the way. They're superb, right? Superb. This is the any-build scenery that I'm using for Detroit, and it's very, very good. Now let me see. Captain's map. Turn them on as well. And we've more lights over here just to brighten up the place. Alright, so looking at our main engine block controls. So a bit of familiarization to anyone who hasn't flown the DC-6. We have 4 engines, 4 propellers. Here's all your mixture controls. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have your flap handle over here, landing gear handle here, then you have your brake switch just here. That's your parking brake, and this red one here, well, they're both red, but this one sticking out, that's your controls lock. Moving up, we have your gyro pilot. We'll worry about that later on. And then we come to where our throttles are. These are the same, so you're going to have 4 on each side, or you can move them individually. And this little white handle, that's your propeller, right? So we're going to put the prop to full. And as we continue along, we're going to look at these lads down here that say S. These are our fuel tank selectors, all right? So we're going to put them all onto the main tank, all the way up, all right? These gadgets here are to do with your crossfeed, so you'd be pumping fuel from different tanks into other tanks. The DC-6 has a ton of fuel tanks. So if we were to look at the fuel manager, our total fuel is about 16,000 pounds, right? And then you can go into like how much weight you're carrying, number of passengers, all the sort of stuff. It's all here for us. And then we can go in and check our engine, and we can also go in and check our options. So let me see. Realistic engine damage, realistic start. The whole shebang we can throw in here, yeah? Auto brightness will do. We're also going to throw in a GNS 430 in there for good measure, all right? And hey, Sir Camslot is here. Good to see you. Now, into our maintenance area, we're going to have a look. So our engines are all good. Props are good. And our engine oil quantity is good. Total airframe hours, very little. And then we have water alcohol quantity. So with the water, we can do like a water... It increases the pressure on your takeoff. We'll look at it here now in a moment. It's like turbo mode, right? Anti-ice fluid and auxiliary oil, that's all fine. Now you do have the AFE, your artificial flight engineer. He'll do everything for you if you wish, you know, if you need your hand to be held. And then you have your ramp manager. So we'll try and do all this ourselves, right? And well, let's see what's going to happen. So up onto the overhead, and well, it's all about getting the aircraft set up. So I've already put on the beacon light. Have a look outside. We have a rotating beacon light. It's looking good. All our doors are closed. So we're going to start getting ourselves up and running here. So we have inverters. We have our engine selector. We're going to start with number 3 first. We're going to put the mags on, number 3. We're going to put the mixture on for number 3, which is this guy here. All the way up you go. And what else do we need to do here now? Our cowl flaps, we're going to open these. Just like your DC-3, your cowl flaps, they're going to let your engines operate, getting plenty of air coming in. Auto feathering, not going to worry about those for the moment. What else do we have there now? That's all grand, that's all grand. A booster pump, we're going to put on the number 3 engine booster pump. And leave the inverters alone. And next thing we're going to go for a start. So when we go to start it, just make sure that our throttle is opened a little bit and we have fuel, which we have. You're going to hear the co-pilot or the engineer start calling things out. All right. So what we do, we hit the starter button. It'll start spinning.
3.
We're going to prime
6,
it on 9 and then boost on 12.
5,
There's prime.
12.
There's boost. If you look across. So have a look at our engine instruments. We can see that engine 3 has come up, RPM. Now, we'll increase this ourselves slowly, but it will go faster once it warms up. All right? So that's a good start on engine number 3. Night Zeb, hello to... He's in Bolzano. Beautiful. How are you, my guy? Hope you're well. So we'll just watch how the RPM starts to increase here. And we want to keep them up and around about 1,000, roughly, all right? So we continue on with our flows. Now that the booster pumps have come on, we're going to turn on the generator on number 3. Get the booster pump off. And we can get some inverters turned on here as well. And they'll start drawing off the... they'll start drawing off that 3rd engine, all right? So... seatbelts and no smoking. They should have been on a little bit earlier. Now we're going to go for engine number 4. So come back down here. Open up number 4 mixture. Lovely. Engine 4 selected. Mags for number 4 coming on. Booster pumps into low. And we're going to do the same process again. We're going to start.
3.
We prime on 9
6,
and boost on 12.
9. 12.
Let's have a gawk out. Oh, yes. So let's check our instruments, make sure that's coming up okay. Now see the way number 3 is a good bit higher. That's because number 3 engine is considerably warmer. Number 4 will catch up there shortly. All right. So from an engine startup point of view, we're doing well. Let's continue on. So we're going to get the generator for engine 4 up. We're going to disengage the fuel pump. And now we're going to go all the way across to engine 1. This is the next engine we're going to start. So once again, repeat the process. Turn on our mixture. Turn on our mags. Fuel pumps. And give it a start.
3.
We'd love to see a DC-7.
6.
Ooh.
9.
There's a primer.
12.
And a booster. Number 1 is coming up online. And again, let's keep an eye on the RPM. So 3 and 4 are looking good. 1 is just after firing up. And they'll all eventually aim at the same RPM. We're going to aim for about 1,000. We just need to let them warm up a bit. I love the shaking. The whole thing is rattling and rolling. Gibbo, good to see you. Had an open bar. Gibbo, were you at the pub? Great to see you, man. Happy Tuesday. Reaper says, I'd love to see PMDG do some texture updating to the DC-6. It's starting to show his age in places, for sure, especially on the side here. But it's still an incredible aircraft. Okay, generator 1 coming online. Fuel pump off. Starter switch now goes to number 2. Mags on. Mixture on number 2, bring it up. And we'll start on engine 2. Booster pumps on. Hit the starter.
3. 6. 9.
Prime on 9, boost on 12.
12.
Bit of spinach there as well. See the RPM drop? See the manifold pressure? She's not starting. Do you hear that? Okay. She ain't doing what she needs to do on engine 2. That's okay, we'll try it again. So engine 2 just didn't fire. Okay, let's try it again. We'll go high fuel pressure. Then back into low, and we'll give it another blast.
3. 6.
Give it an early prime,
9.
and then boost on 9.
12.
She's spinning. She's holding. So we're going to bring the revs up a little bit just to give engine 2 a bit of a better chance to get up there, right? That's pretty cool. We didn't get a good fire on number 2. So you can see it's warming up quickly now, and these will balance out. Gently bring back our throttle. I want to keep everything here at about 1,000 RPM. And 3 and 4 are running hotter. Well, they're sitting there longer, yeah? Alright, so we got a good start. Booster pump off. Generator turned on. Engine selector turned off. All our electrics are looking good. We can now leave the ground power. We're now on ship power, on the aircraft power. What else do we need here now? Floodlight, put it on there on the junction box behind me. Our pitot heat can go to captain and pitot, captain side. What else do we have now? Looking across the way, again, these are all just lights. Over on this side, carb heat, de-icer. Don't need to worry about those too much. Fuel pressure is reading low on these, but that's okay. Landing lights, so we're going to turn these on and extend them. Cowl flaps, we're going to bring these back into the climb position, or 6 degrees. And we can go ahead and turn on some avionics here as well. Okay, so let our avionics start warming up. And as we're looking now at all our temperatures and pressures, this is going to be important, alright? So our oil temperature is quite low. On the right hand side, our 2 engines on the right are looking good. Left hand side, they're not warm yet. Pressure is okay, both sides. A little bit high on number 2. That's a sign of something not 100% right with our aircraft. So let's go in and start checking it out. We can remove the ground power unit. Let's go into maintenance. Okay, well, what's this telling us, right? Engine 3, engine 1. They're all okay at the moment. Oil quantity is okay. The engine stress visualizer. So we can see, look, carb temperature, it's cold and it's within icing the range. So we can increase our RPM a little bit. Oil temperature on 1, it's under a little bit of pressure. So the oil temperature here, not looking good. And that's because, well, we can see, looking at our oil temperature, it's quite low. Now 3 and 4 are looking good. They're running longer. 1 and 2 not great. Engine 2, it doesn't seem as healthy. Sure doesn't. Manifold pressure. Bring it up here to 15 and just hold it. Like, look at the shaking and rattling she's doing. Do you know what I mean? So bring it back down to about 1,000. Now when we do a run up, all will be fixed. It'll be grand. But we know we're dealing with a something. Now we can mess around with the mixture. I'm going to leave it in auto rich for the moment. And then we'll see what needs to happen. Now our flaps need to be engaged. So we're going to say flaps 20. You do have a hydraulic cutoff switch underneath. We want to make sure that's turned on, which it is. We can see it's in the on position. And we're going to drop the flaps down to 20. Now if we check back outside the aircraft, well, we can see our landing lights are on, our flaps are down, and our engines are now running. So yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. So when it comes to our overall lighting, it's very quiet inside in the cockpit, isn't it? Have I headphone simulation on? No. Just seems a bit quiet, doesn't it? It is what it is. So let's have a look here now. Detroit, it's a freaking huge airport. Now we're over at the cargo area, so what I suggest, we're going to taxi Zulu to runway 22 left. 22 left, right? Let me see. Globespan, thank you very much indeed. 18 months, my guy. Welcome in. Oh, turn your carb icing on. You could do that, but because the engine's just been started, I'm inclined to just let it warm up naturally. See the temperature starting to come up? Carb air. We'll fix all this in a moment, but until we're actually going airborne, I'm not too worried just yet. Famous last words, right? So we're going to come off the brakes, fix our lights first. So aircraft lighting, give us some red lights there. That looks a bit pretty. Yes, yes it does. And oh yeah, into our GPS here, we'll put in our first waypoint. How's that? So flight plan, we're departing out of Detroit, KDTW. Enter. And our next waypoint is that of, go ahead and type this in, it's going to be KGRR. Grand Rapids. And we'll accept that. Enter. It's 104 nautical miles away. That'll do us. Flight plan off. Now, do I have the other gadget running? I'm going to turn on LRM here as well. This is our this is what connects us to our virtual airline. So I'll let that run in the background. And bring back up my chat so I can see you guys. Did I sync my props? Not yet. We're going to wait. Like, you wouldn't have prop sync on takeoff. So we can get in here and mess with them. But for the moment, we're grand. Everything's set to auto, or we can resync if we need to. But just, well, we can resync now, but ideally you want to be doing this when you're kind of airborne. There's nothing, like, everything's well within the limits. If you were having, like, you know, if you were getting multiples of differences between your RPM and your manifold pressure, then you have an issue. But at the moment, everything looks fine. Do you know? Now, barrow reset. That's looking good. And what did we say we were doing? We're heading on up to Zulu. So we're going to come off the brakes. Brakes off. Roll us forward there a small bit. Jesus, my spine. Right turn. Sharp right hand turn. Isn't it beautiful? She's a stunning machine, this.
Time to pull the big switch, good buddy.
It's absolutely stunning. Hey, Empire is here. Good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Many thanks for the raid. Hope you guys had a great stream. My Join FS needs to be turned on, lads. I forgot to turn it on. Put time in Egypt. Join FS has to be having you. So let's start loading up. Network is on. Into the same. Hey, we got some good peoples on Join FS. Nice, lads. Nice. Okay, let me see. So I want to get onto Zulu, so we can use this taxiway here. Alright. Alright, take your time. We're going to look for traffic. I don't see any. But we are connected on Join FS. Initial altitude, probably going to go for about 6,500 feet. Okay, we're on taxiway Zulu, and we're going to continue on. We'll keep left up here. There's a bit of a fork in the road, or a Y in the road. We'll keep left. So as we're moving, monitor all your instruments. This thing, she's just a thing of beauty.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Our CDI is on GPS, so we can engage the gyro pilot now in a moment. So we'll see what happens. Thank you very much indeed for the subscribe, US Air Force. Okay, let's ramble this way. Continue on Zulu, and all the way down to Zulu 10, and that's where we'll enter the runway. So Joint FS is doing weird things. So there's some aircraft now starting to appear behind me, and I absolutely love the fact we can do this without being on, you know, Microsoft Flight Sim server. How handy is that? So there's definitely some aircraft here, but Joint FS is a little bit on the uh-oh. You know what I mean? Sometimes it works well, sometimes not so well. This scenery, by the way, from Any Builds, it's one of their best. Detroit, it's absolutely stunning. It's huge. And again, the aircraft we're flying in, the DC-6, one of the best. It's an incredible aircraft. So let's ramble in here. Now we're not going to need the, you know, the water assisted takeoff, you know, high pressure units. We don't need any of that. The runways here are quite big, but it's good to know that they're if we need them. Meanwhile, I have multiplayer turned on in the sim, so if we start seeing other aircraft, then we know things are fixing up, and all will be well in the realm. Bossman says DC-6, your #1 plane to fly. It's really good, really, really good. All right, we're looking good. And before we enter the runway, I want to do a couple of checks just before we blast off out of here, alright? So I'm going to hold short. There's another aircraft over there. Transponder, come down here. So we'll put in... We'll go VF4 for the crack. Put it on altitude reporting. Alright, taxi on in. Hey, Infidel Fireman is here. Good to see you, man. Are you going to Vegas for Expo? So any other aircraft we'll see here, this is thanks to Join FS. So Join FS will actually allow you to have multiplayer aircraft appear from other simulators, X-Plane, P3D, FSX, and it'll actually drop them into the sim for you. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to line ourselves up here on runway 22. Okay, get ourselves lined up. Now, before we blast off out of here, hold the brakes and let's do a couple of checks. So, flight controls free and correct. A little on the slow side, but they're fine. Gyro pilot, we're not going to go messing with that just yet. Once we get airborne, we'll throw it in. We're going to lock our mixture where we need them. Autopilot master switch down here is turned off. Hydraulics are okay. Flaps are set. What else do we need to look at here? Engine controls are good. Fuel valves are where they need to be. Increase the RPM and manifold pressure. So we're looking for 30 on our manifold pressure. And hold it. So everything's running an awful lot smoother. It's not shaking around the place. All is going well. You won't make it? Ah, no worries, dude. Hey, Cornwolf, good to see you. Okay, we're looking good. So we're going to increase our RPM now. So manifold pressure rising. We're going to go for 55. Hold the brakes. Takeoff power is set. Off the brakes. And we're rolling. And airspeed alive. Looking good. There's 80. There's 100. We're getting light now. There's 120. Yep, see Daisy. Positive rate of climb. Gear up.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
That was terrifying. Hey, Mach 92. Gear is up. Flaps in. Hey, hey, the sim just came alive. Look at that for timing. Live weather, live time. It's alive. Photogrammetry coming alive. Ah, brilliant. Right, left-hand turn, circle around. Look at that for timing, lads. No multiplayer aircraft just yet, but that's a good sign. The sim is coming alive. Microsoft, whatever you did, it's working. Everything here so far so good. We're going to get starters now because scenery is going to load in. Right, bring our flaps all the way in. Speed is looking good. Alright, start behaving with the aircraft, Murph. Manifold pressure, start bringing her back to about 40. And keep our RPM 25, 26. Ah! We're flying into multiple aircraft and it's all after pausing. Okay, join the fest coming off, lads. Alright. Now we're threshing. Big serious heading me. Gibbo, I'm heavily medicated. But we're grand. So we're starting. Ah, brilliant! Look at this. We're getting some stuff. Now, time of day. Bring it back to where it was. Let's go for around 5:30 in the morning, lads. Right? 5:30 in the morning as we circle around. Right? Service fixed. Isn't it brilliant? Yeah, we've got a good few people. Right, we'll circle around, and what we'll do, lads, we'll do a count. If you're on the Xbox, press 1. PC pilots, press 2. And if you're here now, just delighted with yourself because the gadget's working again, will you press number 3? And let's get an old count going. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But it's Tuesday, Murph. Right here at 1900 Zulu time. Join Murphy and the big serious heading him. All right. It's doing a thing and it's working. So let's come down to our autopilot. And we're going to turn on the autopilot master switch. Chunk. Autopilot's on. And what do we need to do here now? So I currently have it in... We can go heading mode, I suppose. So we're going to come down here. So we have the... let me see. Gyro pilot active. Oh. Localizer. Jesus, why aren't you working? What? Gyro pilot on. Now your master switch. And now go to localizer. This should now start following our flight plan, which it is. And in terms of altitude, well, I only want 6,000 feet. So we're going to put in our altitude control. And let me see here now. We want to lock it in at around 6,000 feet. We're looking good. So as our speed is coming up the road, we're going to bring in our lights. We're going to bring these guys back into the cruise. And from here, lads, we got to monitor our engines, right? So let's have a look. So BMAP is okay. Manifold pressure, good. RPM, a little bit high. Let's bring this guy back a smidgen. That's going to increase our BMAP 150. Don't want any more than that. Now, looking at our carb air, a little bit cold. So we're going to fix that. Come down here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we now monitor. So this will start coming up the way. See the temperature rising? Temperature's rising. Basically, we want these guys sitting in the green zone. Both are rising. Nice and easy. 13 in PC, 3 in the console. Nice. Buttons. Have we buttons? Okay, so we want to make sure they don't go too hot. So the setting for engine 2 is great. Engine 1, a little bit high. 3 and 4, a little bit low. Alright. So 1, bring it down. 2 is good. 3 and 4, bring that up a bit and bring that up a bit. Now let's see what this does for us. Okay, 1 is coming down. 3 and 4 are coming up. Perfect. Alright, let's go in and look at our engine visualizer just to make sure we're not actually breaking anything. So oil pressure, moderate stress. Okay, so our oil pressure is a little bit high. We can fix that by either increasing a small bit of, actually manifold pressure, bring this back to 30. Watch this now, right? So we're going to say manifold pressure back to 30 and RPM back into about, what's that, 20, that's 25, that's 21, 22, 23, 23 maybe? And let's see what that does. Okay, that's, the airplane is as happy now as a pig in the proverbial. Brilliant. Muse can see people now. Brilliant. As the sun rises over Detroit, Michigan. This is nice, lads. 6,000 feet is our current alt. Let's reset our barrel once again. What weather do we have it on now? So I don't have it on live weather. Should I go to live weather? What is the live weather, lads? If someone puts in exclamation point METAR space KDTW, that'll give us the METAR for Detroit, Maine. Just to give us now an idea, do you know what I mean? And we got a shot of holy water here. Drinking an iced tea for this evening. Okay, winds 180, 7 knots, a few clouds. Yeah, let's go with that. So I'm going to go into live weather. I bet you it's not working. So we should have few clouds at 6, broken at 25,000. Oh no, we do. We got clouds. Sweet. Okay, so reset the barrel here now, Murph. There we go. Our speed is looking good. 220. Cowl flaps doing what they need to do. Temperatures and pressures, everything's doing what it's supposed to do. And we have everything pretty much bang on. This is exactly where the aircraft wants to be. Now, if we look at engines 2, well, engine 2, that's the lowest out of all of them. So let's go back down and have a now little look. Oh, too much. About there, I'd say. Alright, he's sitting bang on 20 now. Okay. Looking good. Our speed will probably drop to about 200 knots indicated, which is fine. Just for the moment, we just want everything calm. Keep the aircraft as calm as we can. Hey, Ben's Boys here, welcome in. Got a great screenshot of you, me, and Dougal in Photos channel. Hang on a second now. Over to Discord. Photos. Ah, deadly. Look at the state of that Muse fan. The man has skills for photography. Detroit known for the auto industry and their football team being cursed for decades. Really? Look at the picture Prime has. Look at that livery. That's stunning, isn't it? Beautiful, lads. Beautiful. All right, we're on the way. 104 nautical miles. Now let's see what this is going to give us. Right, so let's go to our GPS unit. Now I wonder, can I get some information here? Set course to 301 degrees. Okay. Where's me heading? So how do we do course on this thing now? Right, lads. Backseat pilots. How do we put the course correctly in on this? Would it be here? Huh. Thought I'd pop in for my birthday. Ben's boy, is it your birthday today? A very happy birthday to you, man. Welcome in. Right, what was this telling us? Message? Okay, she's behaving. Definitely behaving. In a Box Man is here. Good to see you, my dude. Hope you're very well. Jesus, all the birthdays. Mine and Kozaki's. Adam Controls. Is it your birthday as well? Hang on. Kozaki, Adam, and Ben's boy. There are 3 birthdays in the chat this evening, lads. A very happy birthday to Kozaki Flyer, Adam Controls, and Ben's boy. Congratulations, men. You've made it. Jesus, look at the state of this. The sun coming up, isn't this gorgeous? Right, indicator is still just over 2. That's quite okay. Now, can I get a ETA 2?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Let's see. ADSB. We'll turn that gadget on. Yes. Yes. So here's our traffic alerts. Now, I wonder if she's going to start screaming at me. We'll find out. ADSB out is on, so that's okay. Detroit, Michigan, that's fine. Flight planning. Oh, yeah, look, it's going to start going nuts. Right, let's turn off ADS. Yeah, she's going to go nuts, right? Let's turn this off. Yes. Put it on to standby. Thank you. Happy steak and you know what day, fellas. Happy steak and buy yourself a pair of Crocs day. Mr. Scoo, good to see you. I once worked on a Pratt & Whitney R2800, a double wasp engine, the one found, of course, on the DC-6. You did it for restoration. It was quite a complex engine. Oh, dude, that's awesome. So the DC-6, she flew in 1946. And President Roosevelt flew around on this thing. Not technically Air Force One. I think the first Air Force One was the Lockheed Constellation. I think. The Connie? I could be wrong. I think it was, though. How are we looking? We're looking good. The Independence, I think it's called. Yeah. Okay. What I'm trying to figure out here is an ETA. So, waypoint. So, can we get, like, a distance too? If I just go back to my main screen, right? Waypoint, no. Nav, yes. Here we go. 22 minutes out. Yeah, that's fairly okay. 22, yeah, we're grand, lads, we're grand. The GLS 430, just like the 530, these are very, very capable units now, thanks to Working Title. They've done incredible stuff. That would be President Truman. Oh, was it? FDR was dead. Wait now, what one did he fly in? I'm almost certain I saw a screenshot. Oh, it was the DC-4, lads. DC-4. Sorry. Did you ever see a DC-4? You tell me the difference between the look of this thing and what we're flying. They're very similar, aren't they? They're very, very similar. So DC-4 versus DC-6. DC-4, DC-6, only ever so slightly bigger, and then of course the DC-7 slightly bigger again. DC-4 is shorter and it didn't have pressurization. DCS Ducks, welcome in. Ah. And the engines as well, yeah, the engines are very different. Yeah, well spotted. Well spotted. What was it? What did they do for the DC-5? Oh, that mad devil. The story of the DC-5. Mad, isn't it? South African Airways had a large fleet of DC-4s. Oh, really? A bit smaller, slower, and less powerful, says Super Thai, while the DC-7 is the opposite. Gotcha. These are a beautiful airplane. Like, they're just, like... They're absolutely beautiful. Look at the formation we have here, lads. Let's brighten up the shop so we can see. Look at that. Man, the F-35 is loud, isn't it? Isn't it a stunning machine? Cyrus T created this livery first. Are we liable to get a decent flyby sound? I suspect we're going to hear nothing else but an F-35. Let's listen, shall we? Isn't that insane? That was deadly. Do it again. Do it again. Alright, that was amazing. You gotta love it, right? You gotta love it. J-Foot, good to see you. F-35 sings at 152 decibels. Wow. Englewood, are you that loud? What? Can you say it again? I will have to do that again. That was too good. Like, oh, Jesus. That was too good not to see again. Hang on. Now brighten it up so we can see. Now lads, mind the ears on this one because this will be loud, right? Are we ready? That's brilliant, isn't it? It's brilliant. Welcome to the place where things sound nice and you enjoy them. They put turboprops on everything. I wonder if it was ever done to a DC-6. Good question. Muse is like, all I can hear is the F-35. I thought the Irish invented the DC-6. They did, Mr. Anderson. The Irish invented Douglas. You know, Douglas was an Irish fella, sure. That's mad, isn't it? Mad. Right, so how's everything going here? We're all in the green. Myself and Two Cats flew this machine quite a bit. Well, Two Cats is the master of this machine, do you know? How do you brighten things in the sim or some kind of Twitch stream? No, it's in the sim, right? So, if you go into your drone camera, and if you use an Xbox controller, right? Well, if you press and hold the Y button and then use your shoulder bumper buttons, the right makes it bright, the left brings it back down again. And it can make things look absolutely incredible. And then when you zoom in, by holding the triangle and hit B, it puts it into bokeh mode. And then you can like speed up or slow down your controls. So if you wanted to, you can make it look all terribly fancy like this, you see. You know. And then I'm an idiot when it comes to all this sort of stuff. As in, the effects. You know. We do this sort of stuff. And that sort of stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait. Now you're talking. mean, let's be honest about it. You get nothing else done, do you know? If you're just left alone and played with that all day, do you know what I mean? It's some crack, isn't it? Right, now, Murph, what were we doing? Oh, we're going to this place. Yes. All is well in the realm. Sorry, Murray, I hope you're well, man. The flyby sounds are better with the music. Yeah. You didn't like the music? Jesus. It's a stunning livery, isn't it? It's stunning. I love it. Right, let's double check now on how everything's looking here, friends. Water pressure, don't worry about that. Engine 1 is a little bit higher, but everything's well within our limits here. Now, look at the differences between engines 3 and 1. Look. For fuel. Even though everything here is running well. So the fuel pressure is slightly off across all the tanks. Which, nothing to worry about thus far. I mean, look, everything's looking good here. And we've everything turned on. Like, the whole shebang is turned on. So, like, it's a challenging aircraft rather to manage, but it's very satisfying once you get there. Do you know? I love this plane. It's so good, so good. And to think about it, remember Fabio? Like, he did some amazing vintage flights of this thing, and he had all the I had them as well. I don't know what I did with them, but he has all like the flight brochures of, like, you know, the late 40s and 50s. Especially with Pan Am, when they operated these aircraft, and they flew them to some incredible locations. Pan Am operated these across the Atlantic. Do you know? I wonder if this command works. Kanzui, get out of it! Murph, did you see the first of the new 189s? I did, Epic. I saw them in the paper. Yeah, it's very good. Tomorrow night we're checking out the Airbus H130. And the AW139. 2 choppers being checked out tomorrow. The 130 on Microsoft, and the 139 from X-Rotors is over on X-Plane. I have a cup of Jaffa Cake flavoured tea. Have you? Let me see. Paul97, thank you for the follow. Lock and Load has gifted a tier 1 sub to Joey Bella, baby. Brilliant. Thank you very much indeed, Lock and Load.
Hello.
Joey, great to see you, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. That's insane kindness, lads. Thank you very much. Right, turn back on the nameplate so we can actually see who's with us. Dougal, how is it flying? Is it doing the thing? Look at that Vision Jet as well. That's stunning, isn't it? Okay, so we're halfway to our first stop of the night. Let's go in and have a now zoom. And if we look at this, we're 11 minutes out, 40 nautical miles away. And we're doing okay. We're doing okay. The weather seems alright. Such a great aircraft. Thanks for another fantastic stream. Mr. Anderson, not at all. Old Veteran 965. Hey, Scott. He says the first flights for some airlines were amazing. They went all out. Have a look at an old book that was put together for one from my dad. Oh, remember you showed us stuff from that? The silverware was put out. I mean, they had really fancy stuff. Oh, look at that chopper now from Epic Fool, look. That's the new Irish Air Corps. No, it's not. Irish Coast Guard. What do you think of that, lads? An AW189 helicopter. Why do they go with the 189? Is it longer range or something, I suppose, is it? It's pretty cool looking. Thanks for sharing that. Love the green. Yeah, it's nice. E-Core, welcome in, man. And, well, lads, you're all very welcome to the stream. If you are watching us on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind terribly, doing me a solid. If you hit the like button, right, YouTube will say, yes, I see what you did there, and it'll start recommending the stream to even more people. And then they'll too come in here with utter confusion. You know, what is this? It's a dude sitting in his house, flying fake planes. That is the height of entertainment. Look at the state of that. Look at that. Beautiful. You never know what you're going to see on a stream. I'm just saying, like, you'd never know what you're going to see. There's a couple of MB339s here in the wild as they fly together doing the mating. Who is that anyway? That's shocking close there now. Who's that? It's Muse Van. And we have Lima Kilo Mike Renoir. We've Wombat in the F-15. Look at that. Englewood in the F-35, which sounds absolutely insane. Muse, the absolute terror, is going to be cutting into me wings with those props, but that's amazing flying. There's Rafa, AK-90 Frosty, Zard is there, Fierce Wolf, Sterling, Boston Elf. Look at the two lads, it's like they're super glued. Look, KAZO, I love that name. Well, but a B-17, wait, what? Coke and Fennella's here in a C-160. Look at that. Bossman is back there. Abby is with us. Beautiful stuff. Muse is a menace going way above his station. There's Practical Tank. There's Dougal. Kozaki in the MU2. We've got a few more over here, look. Soaring AJ, Rome, Devilfly, and Nutty Slack. I don't know. We'll get a good shot of Dougal here now. Look at the state of that, though. Look at the state. Here is a wild Dougal McTavish giving us a wing wave. Ah, brilliant! You gotta love it. And at the same time, he's probably saying, Murphy, will you shag off? I had to turn off my autopilot for that. Hey, Zythe is over there as well, look. He's in a Tomcat. Jeez, look at the livery on that F-15. That's Wombat, lads. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Practical Tank is in a Spitfire. I don't have the livery, I'd say. It's pronounced Dougal. What? It's Dougal. I'm on my way, says Shoot the Bandit. Prime is above us. What are you flying in, Prime? You're in the DC-6, aren't you? I am late, but I am behind in the DC-6. Goblin Zeus, great to see you, man. Hey, Rambog Mortis here. Hey, Rambog. Happy Tuesday, man. Epic says, it's no S-92. Bristow operates the UK Coast Guard fleet and have AW-189s, so they were tendered, they offered the A1 or the 189s and 2 fixed wings. Did they go with fixed wings, did they? Tub says, sorry, no can do. It doesn't sit well for me to inflict you in 4K to unsuspecting YouTube viewers. Alright, Tub, fair enough. You've made your case. Brilliant. Windows now 60% finished updating. Really? Jesus, Scott. Kanzui says, while I still struggle to fly during the week due to work and stuff, Saturday reignited my passion for flight sim. For the first time in a while, I'm really looking forward to the next flight. Ah, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Saturday night was a great flight. Jesus. Didn't Jefferson do just an incredible job? Hey, Biggles, good to see you. He just did an incredible job. Like, it's just, you know, amazing. It's only Captain Canada that calls it like that. Dougal, no floaties. Captain Canada's brilliant. I'll get in trouble for trying to do accents all the time. Do you know what I mean? Saturday was epic. Yeah. Mr. Anderson says, any rumours about improved model matching in Microsoft Flight Sim? I've no idea. They're going to get the AI traffic done fairly well. It remains to be seen with multiplayer. 189 airframes moving the Dublin base to Weston. I heard about that. There's a buddy of mine who's fire crew in Weston. And they put FPOs out there as well, which is interesting. Car DTM, welcome in. Okay, so far so good. We're very close to our first stop of the night. Now, what's the weather conditions over here, lads? KGRR. Now, let me see. So it's going to give us runway 08 left, which is a smallish runway. But that's where we want to go because it's over by Signature. Alright, lads, we're going to go runway 08 left. Dougal reckons 26 left. It's giving you a slight wind on that one. 08 left is giving us 5 knots cross and 1 headwind. Let's see what happens. We're going to be there now in a moment. Quick check here. We're 5 minutes out. So let's get ourselves kind of propped here. So if we go in now, I can use flow to help me out with the gyro. So let me see. We can say, right, drop the altitude, bring us down to 3,000 feet. And if we V-speed this devil, will that work? Yeah. So we'll descend 1,000 feet a minute. And our heading bug, we'd want to be on a heading of, oh, I don't know, 301. And if that's 301, well, I want to turn slightly to the right. So let's go 320. Change it onto heading. Here's our bank coming in. Southern Skies, welcome in. I see 9 knots from 277. Ooh, Jesus. We'll soon find out. I think more S-92s would have been wiser. If I got rescued by a 189, I think I'd be half disappointed. Or the third disappointed. Hey, Zybok Doc, calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary, Zybok. I hope you're well, my guy. Yeah, I'm going to attempt 08 left. Jesus. I'm going to attempt 08 left. Now, watch your speed as we're coming down here. Again, well, the aircraft is behaving. But we're going to have to change all our settings here once we land and then get everything back up and running once again. But let's see what happens, right? So at the moment, we're looking good. It's a beautiful morning for flying. Here's the sun coming up. Stohonen. Isn't that pretty? Weren't we supposed to be getting Jayhawks, Blackhawks, but because of the public image, we got the S-92s? I've no idea. I still haven't put Forza in yet. I'm under pressure with space, and I can't run Forza unless it's on an NVMe drive. I've tried it before, and it was horrendous. But leave it with me. So Dougal's going to go for the 2.6s, it looks like. Tarnish is over there in a tornado. I'm not live time, that's why. Yes. What did I set your pressurization in the cabin to? Well, nothing. We're only at 6,000 feet. Like, I'm not overly worried. We didn't go terribly high. I spy with my little eye a B-17G flying in the sim. Super hyped right now. Well, there is an FSX B-17 modded. Okay, left turn here, Murph. I reckon this is going to be a heading of 265. Let's see what this is going to do. There's our runway. It's teeny tiny, but the good news is it's right beside signature. That's our FBO. Altitude is still coming down. We're going to hold now 3,000 feet, and then we can start bleeding the speed. Jesus, we're doing 240 knots. We're absolutely booting it. There's Dougal. All right, start bringing our power back. Manifold pressure back to 20. That's going to have all sorts of detrimental problems now with oil pressure and temperatures, but it'll be short-lived. While we're here, bring you guys back. Cowl flaps, I've left them open in cruise. They should be fine. Landing lights are on. Jesus, we've gone for the small runway. As you do. Okay, going to take it out of autopilot. So the gyro pilot, good luck to you. And off, master off. And my airplane. Jesus, me spine. I've seen a slight improvement with me back in the last, well, in 24 hours, but like, not enough. Now it is only Tuesday, so I'm hoping by Thursday I'm sorted. Okay, power coming back. Lights are on. Bit of Toby Eye on here to help us out. There's Englewood in the F-35. Can't really lean, so we won't do that. As our speed starts dropping, we're going to start introducing some flaps here as well. RPM, start bringing it in. That'll help slow us down. So we're still descending. You want to make sure your back is in good nick before you're sitting on a plane for 12 hours. Exactly. That's what I'm like. I'm genuinely worried. Because, like, it'll be grand. Like, once I don't do anything stupid between now and then, like, it should be grand. You know what I mean? Should be grand. Right, 160. We're looking okay. 140. First notch of flaps. Start our turn. $140. You're down. Oh, yes. Look at that landing gear coming down. Look at that. Stunning. Okay, watch your speed. Yeah, I'm flying out of Shannon, so I've an 8-hour hike across, and then I've an hour in the airport, and then I've a 4 and a bit hour hike down. Music, right? I'm flying with Delta on a 757 across the pond. How cool is that? Right, let's get more flaps in there. RPM, bring them full. Okay, gear down. Flaps are on the way, and we're turning on final. Joey Polo, good to see you, man. All right, watch your speed on approach. Speed 120. Lower it back. Straighten up here a little bit. More flaps coming in. Speed 120, looking better. Okay, ready to descend. A little bit sharpish. Watch that. Our speed is going to start dropping off fairly quick. Full flaps. Nose is pitching up. Watch your speed. Get her back on. There we go. Alright. Gently sink this one in. Speed 100. Don't let it go too much below. There's the 339s flying overhead. Awesome. Little bit of a wind. Let's see what we can do now. Easy. Easy. Easy does it. 8 left. The flare will be interesting. There's my touchdown point. Hold the nose. Power idle. Easy. 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 You're a little bit left there, Murph. Touchdown. 260 will take it. Keep the RPM up. No manual braking. There's 60. Decel. And 40. Start bringing in the flaps.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright. We'll ramble off here at Alpha. Jesus, that's narrow. We fit there? We should fit there, shouldn't we? Killer Nick, great to see you, man. Thank you so much for the follow. Alright, let's ramble in. We'll do another right turn here. Jesus, the afterburners on that. Sounds of the brakes on this are deadly, aren't they? Is it default scenery? Beautiful. All right, just get ourselves situated here. We'll put in the next part of our flight plan and we'll continue on. Killer Nick, we're on the Southeast Asian server, my guy. Southeast Asian server. All right, park and brake on. And I think I need to restart LRM. Let's see here now. Remember to restart this client. Okay. The airport is Kilo Golf Romeo Romeo. Okay. Next flight coming in. So we're going to go from where we are. And our next stop, lads, is going to be... It's only a quick hop. It's on, down to Kalamazoo. So it's over to KAZO. So rambling here, going to flight plan. And we're going to put in our next waypoint. No, go with that. Go with that. We're going to put in our next waypoint, which is here. So it's KAZO. Kalamazoo, Battle Creek. We can probably delete that now. So clear. Yes. That looks good to me. Flight plan is in. All right. Now, engine is not happy with life at the moment, so let's taxi on out of here and continue on. D2 Tone Murphy in the sim. All right, lads, let's continue on. Runway 08 left is our departure. Get ourselves turned nicely here. Flaps 20. And it's a short hop over to Kalamazoo, and from there then it's across it'll be across Lake Michigan and then into Chicago. So nice. Hey, the Sky Lounge is in the house. The fiddler. Edson, I hope you're well, dude. Jeez, that F-35 is absolutely nuts. Yeah, the weather sock would indicate I've chosen the wrong runway, but sure, listen, it's grand, you know. Big shout out to the Sky Lounge TV guys. If you aren't already following, get control of your life, will you? Right? It's important. Looking forward to next week, my guy. It'll be fun. Right, so we're going to be blasting off out of Kilo Golf Romeo Romeo. We're up here at the Gerald Ford International Airport in Grand Rapids. This should be fun. So double check your fuel, double check everything, right? And as I said, we're going to be blasting off out of here now very shortly indeed. Cowl flaps. Bring them back up to about 6 degrees.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Someone's pressing buttons here at a rate of alarming knots. Old veteran 965. Jesus. 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you very, very much indeed, Scott. Lads, if you've just now received a tier 1 sub by Old Veteran 965, do be sure to say thank you. Let me see, Rapenza's here, Travis Adams, Diederik, Razor Pig, and Connor all got a tier 1 sub. Thank you very, very much indeed, Scott. You absolute ledge. He's a legend, the man. Right. Let's blast off, lads. We're going to blast off here now. And this is going to be superb looking. You gotta love the DC-6. It's just, you know what I mean? Right, easy does it now, Jemima. Yes. Now, we could use the old water, holy moly, Batman. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So, let's have a look up here. Water injection pumps. Turn them divils on. And we're looking for the green lights. So, bring our power up to 30. Yes. 40. 50. There's our green lights illuminated. We can absolutely toga the bejesus out of this. Launch control. Up to 65, off the brakes, and we're moving. Airspeed already alive. Get up the yard. There's 60. All right, Betsy, you can do it. There's 80. 100. Upsy daisy. Pause the rate of climb. Gear up. All right. What a machine this is. What a machine this is. Start bringing the flaps in. Keep that water moving. We should have plenty on board. Okay, flaps in. Get ourselves retrimmed. Easy now. Easy. Okay, now calm the bejesus out of it. So, manifold pressure dropping back. RPM drop her back. Easy does it now. Okay, we're looking better. Water pumps off. They worked a treat. It's going to be a long sweeping left-hand turn. Isn't it deadly, isn't it? Oh, yes! The noise of that machine. Okay, so we want to head down to our next waypoint. So same crack again, lads. Autopilot. Gyropilot active. Gyropilot active. Oh, Jesus, why aren't you working? Turn off that gadget. Right. Gyropilot activate. Yes. Master switch. Yes. Localizer. Yes. Turn us left. We continue to climb. I don't think we won't need 6 here. We'll go up to about 4,000 feet. Speed is looking good. Trail backer cowl flaps. Quick check and temperatures. A little bit low on the carb. Alright, Betsy. Manifold pressure's okay. Temperatures are rising. What aren't you liking? Cylinder head temperature's a little bit low on 1 and 2. You're coming up though. Cylinder head temperature is low. Easy, 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 easy. Right, that's as much as I'm going to give that. Now, cylinder head temperature is low. There's nothing to do with our carb heat. So let it stabilize here now. What airport did you take off again? Kilo Golf Romeo Romeo, KGRR. He was like, I love this plane. Jesus, the sounds. Right, watch your speed. You ain't liking this, so get that manifold pressure back up to 40. What's the rate of climb? We're saying 4,000 feet. Alright, lock her in there, Chief. 4,000 feet locked in. Get the speed up and then we'll start bleeding off the manifold pressure. Yes, speed is coming up nicely. Manifold pressure bring her back to about 30. That'll get her speed up to about 200. Looking better. Okay, oil temperature is back in the green. Cylinder head temperature is hot. Let's see if that helps. Okay, engines 1 and 2 are running a little bit hot. RPM is okay. They're just a little bit hot. What monitor do I have? Commander Freezer, good to see you. Okay, they're all fixed now. We're back in the green. Speed is back up to 200, and we're dead set now on a heading of 188 degrees down towards Kalamazoo. I have the I've an LG OLED C1, and it's excellent. You're always busy in the DC-6. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic. It's amazing. It's an incredible aircraft to fly, and like, you have the choice. If you want the realism, turn it on. If you don't want it, turn it off. And then they made something really handy. I mean, if you want a helping hand, they have the artificial flight engineer. This guy will look after everything for you. He'll tell you, hey, we're doing this now. If you want. Or you can turn it all off. It's super, like. So, our engines are being behaved. Our speed is now good. Get those lights out of there. A lot of the time, if you exceed, I think it's about 210 knots. It could be less. But it'll actually, the wind will actually blow your landing lights back into the wings. Because they drop down out of the wings. They're on a motor, like, yeah? But if your speed is too... Jesus, look at this. If your speed is too high, it pushes them back into the wing. They've modelled that. Murph, what kind of briefs do I wear? Well, I don't wear the tighty whities now. Jesus, no. That's looking for trouble. They'd be the... What? There's a name in them. They're boxers, but they're not your usual boxers. They're the supporting type. Right? Get a good hard mental image of that now, lads. Jesus, is Murphy actually talking about his underpants? Yes, I am. And that's quite okay. Yeah, baby. Xbox players, press 1. PC, press 2. And those of you who just never again want to think about me jocks, well, you press number 3. The question is, Ensign, how about you? Oh, behave. What do you mean too much information? You can never have too much information. That jet. Malton Aviation watching in from Spain. Sipping away in some sangria, no less. Welcome in, dude. 15 on PC, 1 on console. And someone who keeps mentioning how tight his pants are. Tight bench. Yes, yes. Tight, like a tiger. Tight pants. There's a lot to be said about tight pants, you know. I mean, in general, like, there's a lot, you know. Just saying, like, it's an important discovery when it comes about tight pants, you know. Here's a little song about them. Everybody's looking at my tight pants. He's got his tight pants. He's got his tight pants. But I'm not. I'm wearing the shorts. There's no tight pants in it at all tonight, in fact. No. It's shorts. I'm getting used to the weather that will be next week. 44 degrees Celsius? What? That's positively roasted. Do you remember that scene in Terminator 2 at the end? You know, the thumb. That'll be me. I'll have the red eye. That'll be me next week. 44 degrees. It'll turn into the No Pants song. No, wait. Jesus, no. But I'd be in the pool. Still cooler than inside the Murph cave. Very true. 1,000 degrees in here right now. Right? Jesus, lads, can you imagine it? Oh God, what's that button? Never mind, all is well. How is that still working? No effective files. Jesus. That's when I pressed the button before and I stopped making it work. The no pants. Murph getting ready for his Sun Factor 2000. Yeah, pretty much. Remember to turn on the bleed air, right? Spicy times, indeed. Get the string vest out. Could you imagine? Murphy sitting by the pool in like a fishnet, string net, friggin', what do they call them? Tank top. I don't like that one. Mrs. Bolo's gonna kill me for bringing them along.
Hello
Hotter
there.
than Houston. Oh, Jesus. Grand Zoo. Hello there. Good to see you, man. The string vest. Could you imagine? Oh, no. Briggsy just got timed out. Jesus. Be right back. Just going to bleach my eyeballs, says Adam. No socks or Crocs out there. No. Do you think Uncle York wears shorts? He does. Now, Edson, I'm not going to ask him what type of jocks he wears. Well, I mean, you know, we'll see how the night progresses, like, you know. We ask the hard questions, so you don't have to. Tell me, what sort of jocks do you wear? Who are you? No one's even heard of you. Get out of here. Oh, Jesus. Right? Brilliant. I'll run the VA while you're in Vegas as Viper. Be the Jesus. String vest and hanky with tied corners of a hat. Jesus. Isn't it incredible that the Pratt & Whitney R2800 Double Wasp is a twin-row 18-cylinder air-cooled radial aircraft engine with a displacement of 46 litres and ultimately produced 2,800 horsepower, and that for an engine developed in 1937. Isn't it? That is amazing. Remember, Murph, people with ginger hair are prone to suffer from getting sunburnt. Use factor 50. Buy the bucket full. Hang on a second, Eamon. What are you talking about ginger hair? This is blonde hair. It's beautiful, right? If it's going to be that hot, why wear anything? Just Crocs. Edson, are you staying at the Rio? It happened to me blonde. It used to be blonde. My guest Murph wears a... So, you know, at the pool, you can rent out like, what do they call it? A day I don't know what it's called, a day something. We're here, descend. Oh, Jesus, we are. Welcome to Kalamazoo. Oh, there it is there, look. Fly straight in. I hope they're handing out ice cream at the door like they did, yeah, right? Crocs and no socks. He'll come back with a spotty tan. Be brilliant. Day pass for the lounger. Yeah. You can get like a party area. God help anyone if they're near me. Who's that mad-looking, pale, porcelain-coloured, toned freak who's doing cannonballs wearing nothing but a pair of Crocs? This guy! And he's wearing a wig. Right? To be fair, the wig is going to be shocking hot. Right, now, autopilot. Good luck and thanks. Yes. Gyro pilot has been disengaged. Bring these little fellers back down. Yes. And, well, we're going to try and land here into Kalamazoo. Straight in, lads, straight in. My cousin actually did a cannonball into a not terribly big pool. Uh-oh. Lima Kilo Mike, you take care of my dude. If you're feeling extra spicy, get the mankini on. No, Alison Johnson has warned me. The mankini cannot make an appearance. Punishable by death. Death by beating. Right? I got burnt on day one when I thought I'd be grand going for the walk. I wasn't grand. Jesus. Yeah. We'll have some cool whip by the pool party. It'll be grand. There's a day dedicated to the pool, or did you say day pass every day? Oh, there'll have to be a day dedicated to the pool. I'm thinking Sunday. Because at that day, at that stage, like, you know, we'll be partied out. Death by ridicule, that too. I'm, like, ridiculously fast here. There's not a hope in hell I'm actually going to manage to get the aircraft down. But then again, I do like a challenge. Can we slip a DC-6? Let's find... Oh, Jesus. Let's find out, sports fans. Yes. Extreme deceleration. Gearage. Flaps. The whole shebang, lads. Just coming out here now. Let it all hang out. Oh, you can slip a DC-6. Easy. Easy. A dry 100-degree Fahrenheit versus humid 90 degree. It'll be warm. He isn't going to have that much time for the pool. He's going to be rather busy schmoozing with people. No, this is brilliant. Nice one. You see, we get the folks to schmooze with us on the Sunday by the pool. This is a great idea. This is a great idea. Yes. It'll be, yeah, we're just going in there now to have a conversation with some developers. 11 seconds later, it'll be like a scene out of Superman. Run into the telephone booth, strip down to your James Bonderies, Jan Crocs, and ramble out to the pool. Right, and where are you going to land this? I think we are. Easy now, Jemima. Jesus. Crosswind, oh God. Crosswind landing, easy. Oh Jesus, easy. Easy, 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 easy. Kershplunk. Gently kisses the ground. Center line. Welcome to Kalamazoo. Beautiful. Flaps in. Sounds like Scott has it all planned out. I hope you got good insurance. Kaploosh. I'll tell people my platoosh joke at the pool. Schmoozing. Yeah. Don't know what it is, but I just... Me probably talking for an extended period of time. Not letting anyone else get a word in edgeways, you know? My biggest fear is... Well, that's not a fear. But, like, jet lag is a thing. I'll keep you all up to date, though. Like, I have my camera and I have my phone and, you know... I don't have a Muse fan or a Gibbo now to be helping me out, but, like... The production value is going to be absolutely crap. Although Scott is there. Scott might give me a hand. I can just imagine the conversation now. Scott taking a phone call by his beloved wife in the evening. So tell me, dear, what did you get up to today? I filmed Murphy in his bathing suit.
Jesus.
Right? It'd be brilliant. Oh wait, your Adam will be there as well. Yeah, Adam will film me in my bathing suit. It'd be grand. Meanwhile, Adam vomits into his own mouth. That'll be grand. Do you know, I'm looking forward now just to catching up with people. No steady hands Muse this year. The steadiest hands in the land. Too bad your feet were tripping over things, but yeah, it was great. It was great. Alright, taxi back. Now. Easy, easy. Okay, so our next stop, lads, is all the way over to the Windy City. At least it's you and not the other visitors. It'll be grand. Look at the DC. Isn't it just a beautiful airplane, isn't it? It has character. If it had a name, it'd be John. It's a good, dependable name, do you know? Or Tony. Yeah, here's Tony.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, do you know? Jesus. Right, get your plane set up again, Murph. Open these gadgets out. Give me 6 degrees on our cows. Thank you. And we're going to ramble down here to the start of the runway at Kalamazoo. And we're going to be blasting off from runway 17. Now, this isn't terribly straightforward. I'm going to go right here. Well, should I? Do we need all this runway? Yeah, we do. We absolutely do. Let's see what happens, right? F-35 sounds great. It sounds awesome. We're visiting Kalamazoo and Colonel Fork isn't here. I know, man. His work schedule has been flat out. But we're here in spirits. We're here in spirits. The F-30, yeah, F-35 is amazing. That sound set they put in, incredible. I was trying to look up different things anyway to be doing in Vegas. As I said, like it's going to be busy. Like I'm busy on Thursday during the day. I'm free as a bird Thursday night. Friday we'll have all the announcements and probably a stream thrown in there at some stage. Saturday morning we are streaming because we have a panel. And then, you know, there'll be stuff on during the day and that evening, and then Sunday it'll just be grand. Prime, look at that for an approach, man. That was gorgeous looking. Look at the state. Beautiful. That's what we all say. Stuff on that day in the evening. Yeah. Pints on Thursday night, so yeah, 100%. Pints on Wednesday if you're around, Adam. What time do you get in again? Oh, Jesus. Druid Zeus, I'm really sorry. I nearly drove straight out in front of you. I'm terribly sorry, Druid Zeus. And then we were... Oh, wait. And then we were... there isn't enough time in the day. Yep. Murph, we have the Mega Cabana on Sunday. We'll DM you. Sweet. Thank you very much. We'll have a secret code. A dress code. Crocs. You know. And the James Bonderies. I get in around 9 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Alright, okay. You're saying there initially, are you heading up to the other place after then? Or are you up that neck of the woods at all? Okay, flaps need to be set here to 20. 15, 20. We won't use the L water boosters on this one. So let me see. Prop full, power coming in. Oh wait, no, stall the kettle. Put in a waypoint. Flight plan. Next stop is going to be balls. Balls. Next stop, KAZO. Get in there. That's going to be KORD. Chicago O'Hare International. Yes. And come back up the road. Delete you. Yes. Delete. Menu.
Hello there.
Invert. No. Activate leg. Why can't we activate that? That's interesting. Why can't we do this now? Interesting. I think you should get a tattoo on your forehead. I'd be no good getting a tattoo. I'm too squeamish. You know what I mean? Let me see. Maverick, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Good to see you, man. Cord is it's a mighty airport, isn't it? Golden Note. Oh, downtown. I'd like to visit downtown. We should get time for that. Right, that's set. Flaps are set. Power coming in. Hold a 30. Right, lads, the final leg of the flight. We're heading to Chicago. With the words, don't look at me head. Okay, power coming in. 55. Stable. Off the brakes. And we're rolling. Not even a I love you, Alicia. Jesus. Here's 80 knots. Get to the chopper. Ooh, some wind hitting us here, lads. There's 100. Yep, see Daisy. Alright. Positive rate of climb, gear up. Easy now. Easy, easy. Laps in. Easy. We're looking good. Leave them alone. Start a right turn. Come down here. We're looking good. Gyro pilot. Let's be having you. Autopilot engage. Localizer engage. Just watch your rate of climb there, Murphy. Direct to Chicago. Enter, enter. Uh-oh. Interesting. Hang on a second. Why aren't you turning this machine? Autopilot is indeed on. Gyro pilot, we got a green light. Okay, let's try all this again. Gyro pilot. There we go. Not really. Should we have turned to the right? There we go. Watch your speed, we're terribly slow. Hey Gano, good to see you, man. A very busy hub for many FS hubs, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Gibbo shared something on Facebook about a new viewing area at Dublin Airport. That's mad, isn't it? Now, what's wrong with our autopilot here, lads? Uh-oh. It says arriving waypoint. We have an issue. Okay, let's see what we can do here. We need to fix this. Did you change the mode that it's with it engaged? I did. Right, let's just lock in our elevation data here. 6,000 feet. Call it that. Now we need to figure out what's wrong with the machine and why can't we follow along. Autopilot off. Okay. Gyro on. On. Why aren't we getting our waypoint? Huh. All set up, yeah. Giva says, my parents told me if you get a tattoo, I'd have to get it in a place that didn't matter. So I got it in Neutron. Brilliant. Okay, maybe it doesn't override the flow. Yeah, there was. Okay, we're back. We're live. Yeah, no. Hey, Defiant Prawn, good to see you. No, it was flow. I had flow set to heading mode, that's why. So, all is well in the realm. Right, what do we want? We want 6,000 feet. So, turn you off for a minute. Throw the nose down a little bit. This is all terribly strange, isn't it? I went off nav mode again. That's strange. Alright, now we're back. We're back in action. More pilot error. But of course. What did you think of the simulator trailer for 2024? It looks great, Gano. There's no doubt, man. It looks really, really nice. Whether or not now it's going to be what we're after, who knows. Right, tidy up here, Merv. Manifold pressure back to 30. RPM about 23. And we need to bring these little dudes up. A little bit low, but let's see what happens. Into the cruise. Let's see what this is going to do. Cylinder head temperature getting better. They were cold, so we closed those. Carb air. Good. One is a little bit high. I'll do it. Right, we're laughing now. Brilliant. Chewie yesterday streamed the trailer and paused it frame by frame. There wasn't much he could say. He seemed most excited by the Red Bull races. Really? Like, the Red Bull races? I don't know. We had the Reno races. When I pull back my prop lever, the RPM is stuck. Over here, look. Make sure you have the throttle lock unlocked. Make sure that your prop is able to move. Make sure you have the gadget on auto. You can resync. What else, Muse? That's about it, dude. So airspeed is looking good. We're now on our way over to Chicago. 27 minutes out. We're good on time. We're good on time. What's live time of day like? The middle of the day? Do you know, I kind of fancy a nighttime arrival. What do we reckon, lads? Crop spreading helis. Or crop spreading helis. Is that a thing, though? Like, I know it's a thing, but is it? Like, is it a thing? Maybe York will be a little bit more forthcoming at Expo. We can hope. Kozaki says, ice cream getting delivered. I flew past Kalamazoo and had to fly back. Ooh. Full recap tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be chatting about it tomorrow on the news. On tomorrow's stream, I'm showing off Vilnius. I'm showing off the H130. And I'm showing off the AW139. And that's over on X-Plane. The vast majority of tomorrow, we're going to be chatting about Flight Sim 2024. Both trailers, and we'll have a chat about it. We'll do a little bit of fact-finding, just to see what the story is all about. And I want to hear what you guys think. After killing the sim 3 times, rebooting the PC 4 times, I'm finally able to join. Frank, good to see you. Epic, are you having an issue with the thing turning right? I need to see some system requirements for Flight Sim 24. Yeah. Most definitely. We have some peoples. Right, to make this interesting, lads, I'm going to change the time of day. I would very much like a nighttime arrival into Chicago. So we'll do something like that. How's that, lads? So time of day, I've just, well, dragged it over to 2056. Merv, are you not going to show off the sim environment add-on? Oh, the sounds, Gibbo. I don't want to do it now. I have it, right? And I turned it on, and it broke the sounds. Although it is on now. Let's see if we can listen to it, right? Plenty of airplane sounds. I need to test it. I only installed it there today, Gibbo, so if I get it working, 100% will show it off. Now, do we still have sounds in here? Because there was a glitch. That won't open because we're flying. Let me see. What makes noises in here? This does. Yeah, we got sounds working. Yeah, I picked it up there this evening, Gibbo, so I'll mess around with it now tomorrow. It's going to have a relatively short lifespan, though, when you think about it. June, July, August, September, October, November. It's a 6-month add-on, and it's $20. It ain't cheap. Nick Sierra says, I just realised it was 16 minutes behind. Jesus. Welcome in, dude. Your mom lived in Kalamazoo? Oh, nice. Gano says, I was planning to get the sim yesterday. When I saw the trailer, I changed my mind. Well, Gano, if you get it on Game Pass, just get on Game Pass. Because as soon as 2024 drops, you'll have both. Get on Game Pass, dude. Johnny says, frustratingly, I'm going to have to reinstall the DC-6. Engine damage itself and losing oil rapidly. Had this before after moving things around and not reinstalled it since. So my 737-700 doesn't work. I need to reinstall that. So yeah, it does. There is. I was getting issues with like circuit breakers in the back shutting down as well. So yeah, you can't do a whole lot, I'm afraid. Just give it a quick reinstall. It should do the trick. Commander Freezer says, I'm curious to know what they're going to do with the likes of the Phoenix and PMDG. Will they release some kind of transfer thing for a smaller fee or a complete new aircraft to full price? Phoenix, I imagine, would have some sort of a Flight Sim 24 version. PMDG, couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, it's part of their copy protection. Yeah. I don't know. To be honest, flight model not so good. I was thinking that Epic, yeah. I was thinking that. We'll have a bash at it there tomorrow. PMDG have charged full price for an update before with P3D. Yep. Like, what do they do for the 777? What are they actually going to do for the 777? You know what I mean? Hey, B. Carlo, good to see you. Happy Tuesday, man. I hope you're well. Your spine is in a hoop. Ugh. It'll be interesting to see where, you know, when the 777 is going to drop, you know? Isn't the 7.3 series on sale currently? I think it is, yeah. I think it is. Bossman says they're going to wait for 2024 to release the 777. I don't think so. But I think their strategy is going to have to be buy it now and we'll make sure it works in 2024. Because I imagine PMDG have access to it, to the new SDK. Just Flight don't have. I'm shocked at that. Just Flight have made, like, Jesus, they're a big studio, like. It all depends, I think, on what's required on taking full advantage of the new features in Flight Sim 2024. Like, we'll cover most of this tomorrow, but like, don't forget, there's new flight features coming in. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's new aerodynamics, there's new flight model stuff coming in. And like, when you start doing that to your sim, aircraft need an update. They just do. They won't behave the way they're supposed to. Unless, of course, you go into your main menu and you know the way you can change the flight model now from like modern to legacy? I suspect the new one is going to be from modern to 2020. Some people want to just write to attack the 707. Isn't it Airplane Heaven doing the 707? 40 Gumball, rest in peace, SSD space will have in both versions installed. I don't think Flight Sim 2024 is going to be as big. In install size, I don't think it's going to be as big. I would say I would say maybe a 2/3 the size of where we're at now. Boss man, they're going to charge the same what they did for this one. That's my guess. Look, at the end of the day, it's an update, or it's an enhancement pack, or it's a brand new sim, whatever line you want to follow. It's still new stuff coming, which is good, you know. They said faster download and faster install, so it sounds like smaller size sim. Yeah, but the only worry is when you come across what happened tonight. Now, what was the total downtime tonight? To be fair, like, was it an hour? You know, it was about an hour, wasn't it? Which isn't bad, like. If the thing goes down for an hour, you know. I think people with poor internet will suffer with data streaming. Dougal, I can only speculate. I remember chatting to Seb last year. Myself and Gibbo cornered poor old Seb at Expo, and we were asking questions. And, you know, we were getting the idea of the career mode. It wasn't just like, the idea behind it at least wasn't just like, click on this and it's a little mission and you can do it. They wanted to work, or at least that was the sound of Seb. The enthusiasm from Seb was, he wanted to give the experience of having to fly as if you were part of like a career system, you know, progressing through the ranks, so to speak. That's what he was aiming for. And his idea was, mechanical data transfer is nowhere near as fast as what you can do over the internet. However, if you don't have fast internet, that becomes a problem. So I suspect, just like what we can do at the moment with you can pre-cache scenery. So if you're going to fly tomorrow, you know, in Australia, and your internet just isn't fast enough to stream that data quick enough, well, you can go in and pre-cache all the data tonight, let the thing download that data onto your hard drive, and then tomorrow you have everything. I suspect they would have to do something similar. They're going to have to. People don't have fast internet. They're going to need an option to install. We'll need the option to say, right, I want to keep the game files local, or I fast internet, leave them on the cloud for me. They're going to have to, like, they can't just shut down one entire user base. I say this, but like, I just don't know. Like, look what happened there tonight. If you don't have access to the servers, you lose live weather, you lose multiplayer, and you lose your scenery. Effectively, you lose all your scenery. It's huge. I think it'd be cool if you could purchase something in the marketplace and gift it to a fellow flight simmer. Me, Carlo, I put that request onto the official forums in November 2020. November 2020. And it's still not a feature. So let's see what the new marketplace could do. I would love that. You know, and then like if the engine, if Microsoft engine could say, right, okay, you know, if there is flying and it's policed properly, as in you're not slew mode or you're not any of this, reward pilots, unlock stuff. Don't make it pay to win, right? But just you can unlock stuff. I don't know, for whatever reason, or if I suspect that's what kind of the missions are going to do, or the career mode. You gotta fly this, and then you can unlock that. Then you go from that and you get this. Do you know what I mean? That's what I reckon. They want to target gamers, you gotta make it a gaming environment. Why do you want to jump into the simulator? We jump into the sim because, well, we absolutely adore it. We just love flying. And you know, we do what we can in terms of keeping things entertaining and interesting, and you know what I mean? Like, the entire planet is here on a 1-to-1 scale to explore. You're going to tell me it's boring? But you need a reason. Well, why do you want to do it? That's where your aircraft come in. That's where your third-party developers come in. And by and large, that's where your communities come in, you know? I love the idea of a career, but I just don't want to have to go through a lot of stuff just to fly what I want. I don't think you'll have to. A lot of that is going to be optional. You're still going to have everything that we have. Sorry. You should still have everything you have now, and that'll be just extra stuff. Or at least we hope. Adam B. Twitch, good to see you, man. What we really need is an option to install the game via 71,000 floppy disks. 41 Gumble. I agree. The motion is carried. The motion is in place. 71,000 floppy disks. Yes. This is very pretty looking. 13 minutes out, friends. Now, what is the runway of choice into Chicago O'Hare, lads? And where is Terminal 1? Because I want to park at Terminal 1. Where's the charts? International Terminal. No. Main Terminal. Where the name is Terminal 1? Interesting. Hey, Mark B is here. Good to see you. The verbatim ones. Yeah, spotted two-tone in between the prop blades. Nice. Do you remember that back in the day, installing stuff? Jesus. Okay, North Apron. Right, International Terminal. We're not going to the International Terminal. I want to go to Terminal 1. Right, let's go into airports. O'Hare. Info, runways, so the 22s are 27. 27 left is what we're going to go for, lads. 27 left. Let's have a look at the charts. Terminal 3, Terminal 2, Terminal 1. Uh-huh. Terminal 1 is what we're going for. Jesus, imagine flying into this place on VATSIM. Could you imagine the crack? Okay, Terminal 1 is what we're going for, so. And Terminal 1 was over here. That's Terminal 1, look. Okie dokie. Why won't that zoom? Back into the chart. Alright, okay. So we're going to go in on 27 and then taxi down this way. That's the plan. Alright? Alright. So we're over Lake Michigan here at the minute. This is pretty. Thanks for that map, Scott. Appreciate you. You ledge. B&C or Terminal 1. Gotcha. 40 Gumbo says, I missed the simpler time when I didn't have to get anxiety over community folder. Right? It'll be grand. The servers to power all this content will have bigger... Yeah, they'll be huge, right? 21,000 CDs and different CD keys. Oh, do you remember the days, lads? I have Flight Sim 2002 hanging around here somewhere. That was 4 CDs, I think. All the Rod Machado stuff, it was brilliant. Just brilliant stuff. Right, we're looking good. We're still looking good. And the engine is purring over like an old Betsy. That's the old maintenance. Oh, Jesus. Engine health. It's screaming. Why is it screaming? I was really nice to it. The engines are highly stressed. Well, I don't blame it. I mean, I'd be highly stressed too. Do you know? CD keys. Remember those? O'Hare is like a seat in itself. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. I'm going to be flying here next week. Brilliant. Terrified, but brilliant. What does this one do? Oh, come here to me now. Some tunage, lads. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Isn't it only absolutely gorgeous, though? The state of it. Well, hello. Look at the state of this for an arrival. Right. So, arrival into the state of this. 27 left is what we're after. Oh, yes. Look at the cut of this. Oh, me spine. Right, so, right, some stuff here, Murph. We shall autopilot off. Yes, yes. And we shall now ease our way down for the full stop landing. So, what are we going? Jesus. 1, 2, 3. No. We want 27 left. That's the ticket right there. Right. Let us ramble forth. Power coming out. Drop the nose. Alrighty. Increase the RPM, that'll help with slowing us down. I wonder how busy O'Hare gets on VATSIM. Yeah. Look at this. Look at everyone flying, look. Beautiful. Now, how's the old drag going to help us out? This is beautiful looking. Did you ever see Aviation 101? He flew into here in a Cessna. Incredible. Right, a little bit right here, Murph. Man, this is pretty. Cheers, Zero. Good to see you. Welcome in, man. Okay, speed is coming down. Altitude is coming down. Easy, does it? Man, this is gorgeous looking, isn't it? Look at that. This is stunning. That looks incredible, lads. Look at that. Okay, speed 140. Gear down. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. There's a big pause. Imagine if it crashed. Oh, I flew for 34 years into O'Hare for United Airlines. No way, man. Right, let's see what we can do here. Man alive, this is beautiful looking, isn't it? Look at this for an approach. Speed 100. Alright, flaps full. Easy. I think this is already presets, O'Hare. It looks stunning. This is beautiful. Alternate is the freeway. Alright, watch the speed. Flaps are full, gears down. Prop is full. Easy. Look at the size of this airport though, Jesus. Easy.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. Easy. 27 left, we're looking good. Hold the nose. Power to idle. Hold the nose, hold the nose. Touchdown, 206, we'll take it. Alright, flaps in. We'll take the next exit. Ah, look at everyone lined up, look. Nice. She retired at 59 after buying stock named after a piece of fruit. What? Mad. This is a big airport. All the flashing lights, I love it. That's Terminal 1 over there. It's absolutely huge. I'm going to get lost in this place. I'll ramble over here. You guys stay where you are. I'll bring the camera back to you now in a sec. The place is huge. All right, easy, easy. All right. Brakes on. Okay, let's have a look. Tail flaps got them open.
Hello there.
Hello there. 1 second now, get ourselves set up here. Okay, so start bringing down the engines. 2 and 3 coming off. Look at the cut of that though. 2 and 3 coming off. Back up here. Lights are already off. I will take 1 and 2 next. What a machine. What an absolute machine the DC-6 is, isn't it? It's stunning. Right, let me see. We shall ground power unit in. We will get the main cabin open. Go ahead and put our old chocks in place. Oh, lads, that was just stunning, wasn't it? That was beautiful. BJ's, there's a name. Welcome in. And also, Supev, welcome aboard. You're very welcome in. Right, buttons here, Murph. Reset the Gale camera. And, yeah. Look at the size of this airport. Isn't it frightening? It's frightening. So we have a ton of people lined up here. Jesus, look at that for the backdrop. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Isn't that beautiful? So lads, you know the drill. Get my camera slowed down so we know what's actually happening. There we go. As we have the Hilton behind us. Time now for flashing lights and doing the bejesus then. And we'll play some music to check us all out. Are we ready? Let's do the thing with the yoke with the thing. Welcome to Chicago. We see a Wild Muse fan. All the stairs are showing because I've mine showing. Oh no! The state of it. That was an awesome flight. The DC-6, it's a truly epic aircraft, isn't it? I mean, like, it's absolutely fantastic. Really, really enjoying flying that aircraft. And it never disappoints. Never, ever disappoints. So that's going to do us for this evening, my dudes. We're back to you tomorrow. We bring you the news. And with the news, we're checking out the new Cowan Sim H130. We're checking out over on X-Plane X-Rotors AW139. We have Simulations Vielness to take an outlook. Hopefully I can get the sounds working with the new SoFly Eco Sounds. And we shall then be chatting all about Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We'll look at the trailers, we'll figure out what we can see, we'll have a chat about it, and more importantly, get the reactions of you guys. I want you to tell me what you think and where you think the sim is going to be and all the jazz. So, for everyone on YouTube, lads, thank you very, very much indeed for spending your time with us. For everyone here on Twitch, for all the follows, subscribes, the raids, it's been absolutely incredible. And the guys on YouTube for all the likes and subscribes as well. Thank you very, very much indeed. Right, we're away now. We'll see you over on Discord. !Discord. That's where you'll see us hanging out. To our team of illustrious community managers. Well, we have Gibbo, we have Old Veteran and Muse Fan looking after us here tonight. Thank you very, very much indeed. And right, see you tomorrow. Go away now, go to bed and take it easy. That's what I'm going to do. Good luck to you.